Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago,
what do you say?
Hey,
Cubs are going to win today.
Yeah, welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker. And before I continue, shout out Kenny and shout out DG for holding the fort down yesterday. I need to shut them out before we do anything else. But now it's Tuesday, and so I can ask how my Rusty's doing. My Rusty, how are you, Rusty?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good. Like I said on $2 Sports Show yesterday, I passed my real estate exam. I can finally move on from just cramming and studying all the time. Yeah, victory cigars all around. But I am good, except for this morning. I was gonna make a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast, and then I had to tap into my emergency cheese stash. Yeah, it's my just in queso. Welcome to the Daily Grind.
Yeah, cheese. Yeah, cheese.
My just in queso.
That was quite good. I think I saw that one happening as it was happening. And I really liked it. And I was just like,
just savoring it. Like, this is going to be a good punchline.
Yeah, Wayno, they had no singing intro, but not everyone can have a singing intro. You know, it's tough.
It takes a certain class of person, and Luke Hatmaker is that class.
Yes. If you couldn't tell by the hat.
Yes.
Before we
Another
jump,
fun, Luke Hatmaker in the hat. There we go.
Someone told me that my name was a young folk. I was at a wedding this weekend. I'll talk about it later. A young person said my name was Aura Farming. And I was like, what the hell? What does that mean? I was like, apparently that's something kids are doing nowadays. Auras. I digress.
Cool.
But cool. Before we talk about basketball, because we do have a lot of basketball to talk about today. We opened with the Cubs song. We are two Cubs faithful here. There's my newspaper of when they won the World Series.
Can't see it, but I've got Jim Beam. These are Game 7 batches bottled up here. The barrel was tapped the day the Cubs won Game 7. I figured out when they were going to have them available only in Chicago, and I went and bought these 2 bottles. Part of me is like, I hope that the Cubs win another World Series. If they don't, these are going to be worth a ton of money one day.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, so I was in Chicago for the limited release by Jim Beam for the Game 7 batch. So
I didn't know those were Game 7 batch. I thought those were I just thought you really liked Jim Beam. I was just like,
you can see it here. It's got all the official Cubs on it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Game 7 batch. Yeah, they're amazing.
Oh my God. So if you couldn't tell by us fawning, we are Cubs fans, and we lost a legend in the Cubs universe last night. Hats off. We don't talk about baseball a lot on this show just because, and I know we are disappointed in the state of the league as a whole. You and Uncle Buck talk about this, but man, you want to talk about someone that heralds from a day when we grew up watching basketball, baseball, when it was truly the most romantic thing that you could watch sports wise. And we lost a legend last night at 65. Sounds like he had a pretty bad bout with cancer. I mean, Ryne Sandberg, amazing second baseman for the Cubs, amazing just ambassador for the game of baseball.
Rhino was a good human. Just for, way too young, born in 1965, so entirely too young to pass away. But he had a very aggressive metastatic form of prostate cancer that had kind of spread when they found it, and they got it under control, went into remission, and it came back late last year. You're right, man. Just a great human ambassador for the game. Was a phenomenal Cub. I was watching the highlights from the Ryne Sandberg game against the Cardinals back in the late 80s when he went 5 for 6 with 2 home runs, including the 2. He had 3 singles coming into the 9th, had a game-tying home run in the 9th, a game-tying home run in the 11th, and just an elite baseball player. He's the all-time leader in second baseman home runs in Major League Baseball history. Won a home run derby as a second baseman, which you never hear of. Ever. But it was just one of the first true power hitters at second base. Just a great guy. He hit for average, he hit for power. phenomenal baseball player, better human, won a ton of games in Iowa with the Iowa Cubs. Didn't have the best record when he was the manager of the Phillies. I wanted him pretty hard to come manage the Cubs. After the Joe Madden era, and we were kind of heading towards that, that changeover and went David Ross. I wanted him really hard then, but didn't work out, but will forever be enshrined outside of Wrigley with the statue. 23 will never be worn by a Cub again. RIP. Some of my earliest memories are watching Ryne Sandberg, listening to Harry Carey with my granddad on WGN. What got me to be a Cubs fan in North Mississippi, WGN and Harry Carey, Ryne Sandberg, Mark Grace, those teams. But it hit me hard last night. Maggie and I were watching The Bachelor. More to come on that here in a little bit. And I got the notification. It's just like your sports childhood heroes are larger than life, right? You don't really realize, you don't think they'll ever die, and especially in a romantic game like baseball, they feel larger than life. And that's one of the first true childhood sports heroes of mine to pass away. And he just hit me really hard last night. So I'm grateful we did this segment talking about him. Was a huge Rhino fan growing up. RIP, the Cubs and baseball and the world lost a good one last night for sure.
Yep. And it's you talk about your heroes, like your sports heroes growing up, and in this area, in the North Mississippi, North Alabama, Tennessee, we don't have baseball teams. So you got the Braves, you got the Cubs, and you got the Cardinals. Maybe the Reds, those were who you got. And it's talking about growing up, watching Harry Carey announce these games with Ryan. It's just I don't know. It's quite romantic, and it's a bummer. It makes me long for these days of the game, which is really I loved you and Uncle Buck talking about the state of baseball. And it sounds like, from what I understand, Bryce Harper walked out.
He doesn't love it either.
He doesn't love it either. From what I can tell.
He doesn't love it either. So all the nerds that were giving us hell on TikTok, y'all can take a hike, because we were exactly right if one of the stars of the sport thinks it. But unfortunately, a childhood memory, a chapter of mine, with Ryne Sandberg passing away has closed. And so just, T's and P's to his family and the Cubs family as they're dealing with this for sure. But I remember being a kid, being outside playing and being like, all right, the Cubs come on WGN at 1 o'clock. I got to be at my granddad's house by 1 o'clock. So doing whatever in the morning so I could sit with my granddad and watch the Cubs on WGN, specifically Rhino with him. So, again, RIP to a true GOAT.
Yep. Speaking of GOATs, and speaking of childhood heroes, let's transition into some positive news. And some basketball news. I don't know if anyone who's been noticing, but if you have been on the interwebs past month, Ja Morant is on a heater.
Our GOAT is back.
The GOAT is back, man.
Back.
Kenny and you guys talked yesterday. The Ja threes are going all over China. They look amazing. I just got my first pair of Ja 2s last week. They fit. They're amazing. I'm like, it just seems like they're getting better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
But NBA dunk of the year, fan dunk of the year, I should say. And it is just good. The real ones ain't never left, Ja.
Yeah.
They never left. They are still here. They've always been here. We've always been here. And we're always
this is why we tell you to listen to local sports radio, local sports personalities, because the national ones will tell you that Ja's falling off, that nobody cares about Ja because of his gun incidents. We had that nerd from that Suns podcast on the $2 Sports Show talking about how he's falling off and all that stuff. This is face of the league type shit, Luke. Pardon my expression this morning, but seeing the reaction and the reception he's had in China, seeing the fans vote him dunk of the year, even Ja was emotional tweeting about it yesterday, saying, and they said I lost y'all, but he still won the fan vote. And the one that got me yesterday was he posted a GIF of the Undertaker. Shout out Ja for posting the Taker coming up from the dead. And I quote tweeted and said, the NBA is in some deep shit next year, because Ja is on a revenge tour, not a rebrand tour, not a apology tour, but on a revenge tour to let you know that 12 is still about that. And that he's coming back for blood next year. I cannot wait, man. Cannot wait.
Man, he is doing, he's doing all the right things in terms of I guess just what I wanted to see. I mean, what not even what I wanted to see from him, what you hope to see him find again. That joy, man. A lot of people, we were talking was saying a happy Ja is a scary Ja. Watching him dunk over there in China and just Ooh, it's like give me my feels. It makes me want basketball here now. And it's funny, the dunk of the year. I don't even think this was his best dunk last year. I was just like, if that's the dunk that is being named dunk of the year, and he clearly still has such a hold on the league and the fans, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's top 10 international jersey sales. He's top 10 domestic jersey sales. Ja threes are going to fly off the shelf. I've already highlighted like 4 on our show yesterday that I'm going to pick up. I was talking with TJ from the On the Bluff podcast yesterday on Twitter. Like the coconut milk are going to be like my professional shoes that I wear like at work, my new job. I can't wait to get those. But like there's so many good colors. And they're going to fly off the shelf because Ja is a international brand. All the way from Dozell, South Carolina, to the Far East. He's out there on a great tour, getting a great reception, and like just looks genuinely happy. You know, he's posting the Olympic picture with him and his boys sitting on the stairs, and just like so many things are indicating that Ja's mental health is in a great place, which he's been open that he struggled with that in the past. And it's so good to see our guy on the bounce back, getting his groove back, as Wayno said, instead of how the Emperor got his groove back, it's how Ja got his groove back. And I am here for it. Can't wait to watch it. Also, elite movie reference. If you know,
great movie. Great movie. I love that movie. It's great. It's just like, did you see the Air Force Ones? I don't know if they were announced today.
So many good things, man. From the cleats to the Air Force Ones, the Ja brand, like there's just so much hype and energy around him. And Sane was right. It's all been a marketing strategy, right? From the grenades to the pigeons to everything that he's done. It's just a complete overhaul. Cannot wait. Again, like we've said all along, Happy Ja's a scary Ja. And this team goes as Ja goes. And if Ja goes out there and plays great basketball, winning basketball, it's over for the NBA, man.
Over. Real quick before we take a break, I didn't tell you I was going to talk to you about this. I think I saw Wayno in the comments mention Luka. Luka had some. He does this every year, but there were some men's fitness photos. I was like, oh boy, you lost some weight, my friend. Between the summer MVP PR train, who won it, Luka or Ja? I would say Ja in a landslide.
Yeah, in a landslide. Like Luka does this every summer, right? He gets in shape and then he finds beer and ice cream again right before basketball season starts. He comes back a little bit chunky. But shout out John Roser. I think it was John Roser who tweeted out the other day. I think it was like end of the week last week. He was like, what a day for black tank tops, because Chris Daughtry opened in a solid black tank for the Creed show at the FedEx Forum. Scott Stapp had on a solid black tank leading Creed out on the stage and performing. And then Luka's article dropped and he's wearing a solid black tank. It is the summer of solid black tanks. That's for sure. Shout out John Roser. It was funny.
That was silly.
Shout out Art real quick. He's talking about in Brazil where he's at. He's seen a lot of jerseys on the streets. He saw like 1 or 2 throwback Vancouvers. There was a concert somewhere, like I don't remember where it was, but like just randomly in the crowd, there was the Ja Vancouver jersey. But like you're seeing it more and more and more. I'm freaking here for it, man. There was a guy at the wiffle ball tournament I played in on Sunday. A guy was playing in a Ja Morant jersey. So I mean, like he's everywhere.
There was someone in the Tour de France handing water in a Ja jersey. Just like
that's what it was. I saw that too. Yeah, like there's concerts, Tour de France, wiffle ball in Memphis. Ja's back like he never left. Don't call it a comeback because he's been here the whole time.
That's right. Now seems like a good time to take a break because when we get back, we're going to talk about 2 sad teams. Maybe not sad teams. Sorry. I don't know why.
It's a good too.
Yeah, we're going to, but yeah, we structure it like this on purpose. Not really. We are going to take a really quick break. And when we get back, we're going to continue our journey, our sojourn across the league where we grade these teams off season. We're heading up north. West. I don't know why I'm pointing. That's not how directions work. We will be right back to talk about the Northwest, particularly the 2 teams that are probably trending toward the bottom. But we'll be right back after this break.
But something else that I've casually observed, Kenny Stubblefield, is that one Demetrius Jamel Morant seems to be in great spirits, Kenny Stubblefield. He seems to be happy. He's being quiet. He ain't really saying too much on Twitter. He ain't shit talking. He's just out here, man, out here in Japan, China, New York, WNBA games, releasing shoes. I'm going to stand on this and say, remind you guys that Happy Jaw is a scary jaw. But there is an asterisk beside that, but for real this time.
For real this time, though.
He seems to be having a very fun offseason. I don't mean like fun like turning up to tequila and wilding out and hanging. You haven't seen any videos of him on none of that type of stuff. I'm expecting to have a great year from Ja this year. Of course, health is a caveat to that. And you would hope that he does look different, man. He's older. You know, he's about to turn 26 this year as opposed to being the 19 or 20-year-old that he was coming into the league, man.
Check out the Anthony Sane Show live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Choking and token. The Mid-South's first cannabis-themed jiu-jitsu tournament.
August 16th at Midtown Krav Maga and Jiu-Jitsu.
At 1 p.m. 21 plus to compete or consume.
Consumption not required.
Ounce of Hope is licensed by the state of Tennessee. This is all 100% legal hemp products. Everything's good to go.
We'll have gi divisions.
No gi divisions.
Madison bracket, guaranteeing 4 matches per division, plus an absolute winner.
Each fighter receives an Ounce of Hope gift bag, and there's prizes for every winner.
Check out the link below to sign up.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
And we are back with an ounce of hope. Sounded like damn Willy Wonka.
That's what I was hearing. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know what's wrong with me. It's Tuesday. Code Bluff City promo code will get you 15% off your products at Ounce of Hope. Scan this promo code. Yeah, I'm pointing the right way. Scan this promo code. It will take you to the site. You can use. I think it will. I don't know if it'll automatically apply the promo code, but
no, it just takes you to the website. You got to plug in Bluff City. It'll be a place for a discount code. Bluff City, 15% off your first order. Check them out.
Check them out. We also got Token and Chokin. Got it right. No, I got it wrong, didn't I?
Chokin and Token. So
damn it. August 17th. Is that, or yeah, August 16th.
August 16th, 1 o'clock. It's a Saturday. Midtown Krav Maga and Jiu-Jitsu right near the Crosstown Concourse. Come hang out with some of your favorite BCN personalities. Watch guys get folded like a cheap suit. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come check it out. Ounce of Hope co-sponsoring with Midtown Krav Maga and Jiu-Jitsu.
It's gonna be sick. You know who needs an ounce of hope? If what the picture I just saw, Wayno just sent us a picture of James Harden without a beard. If that's James Harden's new look, dude, it is. I don't know if that's AI. I don't know if it's AI, but it is gross.
Lord have mercy.
If I take your chance to look, yeah, Edward, go look at it, brother. It is awful. It is really scary. Shut up.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. Yeah. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right? Told Maggie she will never see me without a beard because I have a face made for radio as is. You take the beard away, and it's even worse.
Yep. Beard. No, weird. Yeah. No. Keep your beard. Keep the beard. Let's talk about. Yeah. Let's talk about some teams in the Northwest. We've been traveling around the league. Been boo-bopping around. We only got 2 divisions left. And if you've been doing your math at home, the last one we're going to do is the one that I forgot about because I forgot that it is there. But today we're doing the Northwest Division. We're going to stay in the West. We are going to stick with 2 of the quote-unquote not as good teams, quote-unquote. I don't know. The 2, let's say, lower half of this division. The Northwest Division, of course, includes the Utah Jazz, Portland Trail Blazers, Minnesota Timberwolves, the Denver Nuggets, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. which is funny because Oklahoma City's like right in the middle of this country. But I digress. The divisions don't make sense. Let's start with the Jazz, because I think you and I are both more intrigued and happy with the Portland's offseason than we are the Jazz's offseason. And I don't want to have two stinkers here. So let's start with the Jazz. The Jazz's offseason. So I guess, I mean, here's their projected starting five, I guess, if I can. So you've got Isaiah Collier, Keontae George, Kyle Anderson, Lauri Markkanen, and Walker Kessler. Okay, that's your starting five. And then here's your bench. Walter Clayton Jr., who they just signed, Jaden Springer, or just drafted, Bryce Sensabaugh, Cody Williams, Ace Bailey, Kevin Love, Taylor Hendricks, KJ Martin, Yusuf Nurkic, Kyle Filipowski.
We had a good summer. Filipowski had a good summer.
Yeah. Yes, Filipowski. You know what? Filipowski did have a good summer league. They are like $50 million under the first apron, which is a lot. They've only got $146 million wrapped up in salary right now. Got all their exceptions. Kessler's extension eligible. A lot of people are saying that they might just trade him out. I see Art suggesting Lauri Markkanen. I
got a home firm right here in Memphis.
Yeah, right here. in terms of acquisitions, the only acquisitions that I really like that Utah, I love their draft.
Mm-hmm.
I like Ace Bailey. I like the idea of Ace Bailey. The fact that he was able to fall the fact that they got him at 5, I think, is a steal.
And the fact that Danny Ainge just said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna take him even if he doesn't want to be here.
Exactly. I respect that. The Walter Clayton Jr. guy, I think, will be really good. I mean, he could be good.
Mm-hmm. I like him too. It's just, Filipowski had a great summer. Lauri is going to be great in the limited time we get to see him, because they're absolutely wasting his career by only letting him play like 40 games a year so they can continue to tank. Just an absolute abject poverty franchise, right? They really they tank every year. They'll never get out of that cycle. This is for those fans out there that are like, the Grizzlies should tank. This is a prime example of why you never get on the tank train, because you never can get off. It's ugly. You'll never find a way to truly win. So you get these guys that are talented, like the Ace Baileys, Colin Sexton, John Collins, who both got moved, Lauri Markkanen, these guys that come there, but they don't know how to win. And because all they're ever told is go lose, go lose, go lose. We're going to make these moves to get better draft picks. Then they never learn how to win. And then it can absolutely tank careers. I'm like you. I like Walter Clayton Jr. I think he's got a bright future. I like Ace Bailey a lot. Obviously high on Lauri Markkanen, would love him in Memphis. But just like, what are they going to accomplish by being in Utah, right? Like, if they want draft picks and draft compensation, hell, give them all of our second and future seconds and some first, and let's go get Lauri Markkanen and let them actually have all the draft capital that they want. And I think Lauri would fit in Tomas Islo's system. But this team has no direction. They have no identity. They don't know what they want to do other than lose. And I'm grateful that it's not the team that I have to root for because of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the free agents that they brought in are Yusuf Nurkic, Kyle Anderson, and Kevin Love were their big acquisitions. I mean, if nothing is signaling tanking, then I don't know what is. I like the draft. They got some okay. Cody Williams was abysmal last year. I'm going to give him a D.
Yeah. D is the ceiling, absolutely, because it just doesn't make sense.
They're just kind of a lot of question marks everywhere, and I just don't. I mean, Kessler might be gone, Markkanen might be gone, and then where are they at? Is Nurkic? I just don't know. I know I don't want to talk about this team much more because I think they might be the worst team in the league. They might be. They could be Wizards. They might be the worst.
They might be a single-digit win team this year.
Yeah. Could be pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, at most they're going to win 18 games, 20 games at the very, very most. Like, it's going to be ugly,
which is just a bummer.
Maybe. Well, let's talk about the other team.
Let's talk about a good team.
Let's end on some positive here.
Yeah, because we both like the Portland Trailblazers. I think we've liked where they are at. They made. Is this an updated? Here's their updated. I mean, maybe updated. So here's their roster: Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia, Tumani Kamara, Donovan Clingan. They brought back Dame, remember that? Scoot Henderson. They also have Chris Murray, Jeremy Grant, Matisse Thybulle, Robert Williams. Don't know if he's going to play. Yang Hansen. They are also under the first apron. They got $170 million. None of their free agents are of any concern. They got a couple guys that are extension eligible. They got all their exceptions. Really good coach. Chauncey's good. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think Art saying in the comments that Portland Trailblazers could have a Pistons type of year. I agree.
I think they make the playoffs. I think they are a play-in team. I think, I'm bullish. I was the kiss of death for the Magic last year. I'm going to be that way on Portland.
Yeah.
And Wayno's right. They're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. Yep. With Drew Holiday, Donovan Clingan as a rim protector. Denny Avdija is a better defender than you think he
Kamara
is a great defender. I expect Shaedon Sharpe to take a leap this year.
Okay.
I think he's going to take a leap this year. I think Scoot Henderson has a chance to be better next year. I'm not saying this team's going to be one of the top 5 teams in the West because they're not, but they're not going to be that good. But I think from what we saw at the end of last year, and this is when I really started getting on the Portland hype train, was when everybody else was tanking, Chicago and Charlotte and Utah was just absolutely driving it in the ground. What did Portland start doing? Winning freaking basketball games, right? And so, I like this team. They're young, they're scrappy. I'm with Art. I think they're going to have a bounce back season, especially with Dame's presence being there. He's that veteran leader. Yes, he can't go play, but he can be that veteran presence in the locker room. Listen, man, again, this is going to be one of my bold predictions coming this fall for the NBA, but I think Portland makes the playoff as a play-in. Now, they might be the 10 seed, and get in by the skin of their teeth, but I like the young core they're building. Like I said the other day, Yang Hansen is a guy that I'm going to keep an eye on because he is very athletic. There's a lot of raw skill there. He's got a ton of work to do to get polished. He's very raw, but the guy has got a high Q, and he's hella athletic. Again, the great Walton, what an incredible nickname. You put him with Kling Kong, as he's been called. That's gonna be a great defensive team. I like what Portland's done a ton. They convinced Drew Holiday to stay. This is gonna be a good fit. I love having Dame being the veteran kind of tutor in the locker room.
And Drew, they've got two. They got the best offensive point guard and the best defensive guard.
I mean, that's it.
And Chauncey was a good point guard.
Mm-hmm. This team is, and what better to help bring Scoot into a year 3 leap to get the best out of Shaedon Sharpe, who has a ton of bounce, and would love to see him in the dunk contest with John Morant next year. I'm bullish on Portland. Again, I don't think they're going to make a run into the playoffs, but I think they can make the playoffs as a play-in team. Watch out for Portland.
Well, I mean, this is with Jeremy Grant and Matisse Thybulle coming off the bench. Mm-hmm. Jeremy Grant's still on this team, and Jeremy Grant can still
when he wants to, when he's healthy and when he wants to, right? He's another effort guy, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be shocked. Getting DeAndre Ayton out of this locker room might be the best thing for Portland next year because they got a lot of young guys coming in that's talented, and then they don't have this just stubborn black hole there that is DeAndre Ayton that just sucks all the energy out because he doesn't want to play, he doesn't want to be there. This team again is poised. Art's going big time, saying a Pistons type run, but I think this team is poised for a playoff run.
This is going to be the team that every other team in the league, they look at their schedule and they're like, shit, we got to play Portland tonight.
Because they're going to beat you up. It's like the Grizzlies of old. You're going to have to go and earn it in Portland because, you're going to get effort. You're going to get defense. And down the stretch last year, they were just killing it. Beating up teams, they beat the Jazz by 40 points one night. They just tried down the stretch. And that's when I was like, all right, this Portland team is going to be somebody I'm going to watch going forward.
Yep. I mean, we might be. I'm giving them a B plus. I really like where they're at. I think getting Dame back in the fold was a really,
and that's the thing.
Smart.
You got a ramp up year that you can build while Dame's still getting healthy, and then you've got a ton of young bigs. And what does the NBA have a shortage of? Good centers. Yep. And you've got a ton of young bigs that, let's say, you need a couple pieces to fill in around Dame and Drew Holiday next year. You have a decent run up to the 9-10 seed. You got Dame coming back. Next summer, you take some draft capital and say it's a Klingon, say it's a Jeremy Grant, maybe it's a Yang Hansen. I don't know, but they go tweak it just a little bit, and all of a sudden, you've got a really good basketball team that can make some noise in a year when Oklahoma City is going to have some decisions to make, and the Western Conference could look a lot different.
Well, and it's like you said, if Shaedon Sharpe takes a leap, that's going to change the calculus of this, and then if Scoot even takes a little bit of a leap, I'm excited for this Portland team. And it's nice to be able to root for a team that's on the other side of the country that I don't have to worry about.
That's it.
It's pretty great.
It'd be fun to watch it'd be good to watch some fun basketball against them, as long as Memphis still beats them. But go have fun up there, make some noise in the Pacific Northwest. but you're going to lose to Memphis.
Yeah, you're going to lose to Memphis. It's fine. We will continue grading the Northwest. There's 3 other teams in there, three probably pretty good teams. Yeah. I'm really excited to talk about Denver, mainly talking about Jokic and his horses. We're going to talk about that tomorrow because it was awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
That. How they replaced Michael Porter Jr. with a better Michael Porter Jr. Yeah,
it's weird. He almost even looks like him, but that's not good. Let's talk about Tubins. It is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays around here we tube a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, that's the tubing music now. I like it.
We talk on Tuesdays about what we're watching on television. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to cheat because my little brother got married over the weekend. I didn't get to watch any TV, but I watched a lovely wedding, and it was quite. I got to watch, like, I cried. My mom danced with my little brother, and they did the first dance. And he's her baby, and he's 6'5". He's just just big, muscly baseball player, and was just like dancing with my mom, and I was just like. So I watched a wedding. It was sweet. There wasn't even a TV. There was one TV, and it was like all the dudes in the bridal party were like hovering around this TV like crack. And it was just on, I think it was on the Brickyard 400, and then it was on Get Up, and we were all just like, so I didn't, I'm abstaining from Tubing Tuesday this week because I know you're going to have a good one for me. So I yield the floor to you.
So 2 things. I'm continuing the Jurassic Park hype train, and I'm stuck on it now. So I watched the 3rd one.
The 3rd one's great.
It's great. And just that ringtone, man, is of nightmares, right? When they're in the pen, they're like, oh, there's the phone. Like, oh, where's the phone? And then they turn around, there's the Spinosaurus just like looking at them, just like, oh my God.
And the pterodactyls? The pterodactyls are wild. Scary.
Yeah, because then you think they eat Billy in the river, and it's so sad. And all of a sudden, there he is in the helicopter. I know, but like, it was good. Like, it holds up well. We're working through our Jurassic Park marathon, right? And I skipped the first one because I went straight to Lost World. Now I watched the 3rd one. I'm gonna go back and watch the first one.
Yeah,
well, I know why you're all here. I know why you watch on Tuesdays. That is for your Bachelor in Paradise update. Luke, we got some drama going on, right? You got couples that are starting to be tested because new people are coming in and they're going on dates and having to make decisions, and guys that we thought were solid turns out to be kind of scummy, and girls that are like trying to stand up for themselves, like, I deserve a man and I get all their attention. It's like, well, then why'd you go on a dating show where there's a bunch of people trying to date? But anyway, I digress. They had their Birds of Paradise thing last night, which was hella weird. They dressed up in feathers and all this kind of stuff. That's some kind of challenge. I don't know. It was weird.
Birds?
But, again, it is weird. But like the drama is there. The rose ceremony is going to be first next week. You had a guy whose heart rate got up to, because they've got the Goldens again this year.
I was going to say, are the Goldens still there?
For the first time in Paradise, we got Goldens, apparently. And one of them just drank too much, and his heart rate wouldn't come down below 150. So I'd take him to the hospital. But don't worry, he's back. He's good. Former captain of the Navy. He's great. He's doing well. Back in the fold. He missed a chance on his date last night, but with the new girl, Faith. But there's some drama coming. And so y'all tune in Monday night, Bachelor in Paradise. You can come here for your official breakdown. There's a couple of couples that are solid, like Jess and Spencer. I had to really think there for a minute for their names. They're solid. They're boring. They don't show them anymore because they're just like, whatever. They're over in the corner of the pool, like they're together. But there is some drama brewing with Dale and Kat, some of these other, Brian and Parisha. There's some drama brewing there. So we'll see what comes.
The fact that one of them had to go to the hospital because they couldn't get their heart rate down is really, really funny to me.
I know, man. It was something.
It's like, you're on TV, bro. Don't drink too much.
Yeah,
Calm down.
on, bro.
You can't. You only go to the hospital on shows like Survivor. If you go on this show, you can't. Oh,
Bachelor in Paradise, they party too hard, man.
My God.
He danced a little hard out as a bird.
Shout out, Bachelor Birds and Paradise. Man, I got to tune in. Jared watches. I got to get in on this, man.
Come on.
Because it sounds like if you like The Bachelor as much as Jokic likes horses, then I got to get in on this because this seems like heaven on earth.
It's quality time with my favorite lady.
There
and
you
it just
go.
happens to come with some drama. So
there you go. It happens to go with Goldens and their hearts given out, and that is fine.
That's it.
That's gonna do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for tuning in yesterday. Thank you all for tuning in every day. We will be back tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. My week is off since I wasn't here yesterday, so it is Tuesday. We will be back tomorrow to continue going through the league. We'll talk more about the Northwest. Yeah, God, maps. But yeah, have a good day today. $2 isn't on today, but the Anthony Saint Show will be on at 2. Go check them out. Yeah, Have a great day today, y'all. Is On the Bluff today or no,
On the Bluff today?
On the Bluff is today. Check them out too. But yeah, and if we can leave you with anything today, well, before we go, RIP to a legend one more time. Yep.
Ryne Sandberg.
Ryne Sandberg.
RIP Rhino.
R-O-P. RIP Rhino. We'll be back tomorrow if we can leave you with anything today, like we always do. Remember these 2 things. Remember, 1, be a little bit weird. Remember, 2, remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.